So now let's discuss the psychology of travel. Under psychology of travel, there are motivation of travel, and it consists of 20. Um, however, I simplify it by categorizing it according to its significance and its meaning. So now let's proceed to the sixth one, which is the escape, relaxation, relief of tension, sun loss, physical, and health. Um, kaya siya nasabing na, kaya kasama siya sa motivation of travel because we want to escape from harsh reality, whether it's from work, home, or in environment as is. So that we can have a peace of mind that everything has its reason. When we travel, of course, first thing we need to do, of course, is to relax, to relieve the tension that we have, that we really need um, we really need to vent out, because if it consumes you, it will eventually eat you. That's why it is important to have at least a escape from the world. Next category is about belongingness, which includes the family togetherness, interpersonal relations, root or ethics, and maintain social contacts. Of course, other side of motivation travel is belongingness. We sometimes need the reunion, the bond that we need from our family. That's why um, we plan to have a travel with them for us to have a social connection and to widen our interaction. Also, to meet other people and make friends with them. The next one category is about the appreciation and recognition. That includes the convince oneself of one's achievement. Of course, in once in our life, we want to be appreciated and be recognized to our achievements and success. That's why we ought to have them a travel as a compensation or a gift. Also, shows one importance to others. Of course, this one is we need it mentally, for we like to appreciate that we matter, that everything is okay, and that we are our existence matters. Next is status and prestige, and then self-discovery. Of course, about travel, if we will intact it to travel. Of course, self-discovery, we will find it as we go along to the journey. As we find people, we find their culture, and we learn how they do. The next category for me is the learning. And this includes the cultural, education, and professional business. Of course, learning is continuous. We learn as we grow because it it's part of our life. One of it is cultural. Of course, we want to know why they do it, how important it is to them, and what what importance it will give to their life. Also, education. It is example of this is ano yung tawag? Sorry for the delay. One example of this is field trip. Of course, as we go to the field trip, and aside from we have to have fun, we also need to have an education about it. And last but not the least category is about the scenery, which includes the wanderlust, interest in forest areas, and interest in scenery. Most of people travel for the scenery, for the looks of the tourist spot because it gives them relaxation and relief of tension, of course. And they can appreciate it by taking picture of it. And now we will proceed to the four basic travel motivators.
So, for basic motivators, we have physical or relaxation motivators, cultural motivators, interpersonal motivators, status and prestige motivators. Physical motivators include those related to physical rest, sport, participant, beach, recreation, relaxing, entertainment, and other motivation connected with health. Ang example natin dito, it's yung pag-exercise natin sa umaga. Example of it is cardio, swimming, golf, and yung pagsakay din natin sa mga rides. Example dito is sa Enchanted Kingdom. Nakakatulong siya sa physical motivators natin na ma-rest. And second one, we have cultural motivators. Include the desire to know about other countries. Example dito ako. Gusto ko mag-travel sa ibang bansa. We have Korea. Gusto ko i-try yung mga culture nila, yung mga i-try yung delicacy nila, tapos gusto ko rin malaman yung mga belief nila. Kumbaga, gusto ko malaman yung mga iba pa nilang cultural. And next one, interpersonal motivators. The desire to meet other people, visit friend or relative, escape from routine from family and neighbors. So dito naman is to escape natin yung mga ginagawa natin sa pang-araw-araw. Pwede natin puntahan yung mga friends natin. Example ako, gusto ko puntahan si Carol sa Rizal Montalban para ma-relax naman yung mindset ko at para makakita ako ng mga bagong scenery. And lastly, we have status and prestige motivators. Need in personal development include in this group are traits related to business, convention, study and pursue of hobbies, education, travel, will enhance one's recognition and group reputation. Dito naman is merong purpose yung pagta-travel natin. Kumbaga, meron tayong nalalaman ng mga idea. Example of it is yung pag-OJT natin sa ibang bansa. Gusto natin magkaroon ng mga knowledge about there. Gusto natin malaman yung mga gagawin natin pagtatrabaho. And yung sa business naman, may purpose yung pag-travel mo sa ibang bansa to know their... Sorry for delay. Gusto ko malaman sa business yung knowledge exchange para ma-adapt natin dito sa Philippines.
Okay, for the relationship of needs and wants and motives. This hierarchy suggests that lower needs demand more immediate satisfaction than the satisfaction of higher needs. The meaning of this is for when tactical travel and the inner motive is related to the question of why areas more. Dito, kailangan natin malaman yung lahat at makagain tayo ng knowledge and maka-appreciate tayo ng beauty na nakikita natin. For the Maslow hierarchy of needs, diba tinuro na to before ni ma'am, and ulitin ko na lang ulit sa lower part ng hierarchy of needs. Sa lower part, meron siyang psychological needs is to, ang purpose nito is to food, drink, rest, and shelter, yung mga pangangailangan natin. And the second part is the safety needs, protection against physical or mental danger, yung security natin sa health, such as recreation, yung ganon. And the third part of the the pyramid is social needs, such as love, belongings, acceptance. Ito yung love and affection natin sa family natin, yung togetherness, and enhancements of kinship in facilitation of social interactions. For the fourth part of the pyramid is self-esteem. Ito yung self-confidence natin, na recognition natin, yung achievements natin, yung natatanggap natin na recognition sa work, sa studies natin sa school, and the enhancement, ego enhancement, and prestige. In the higher part of the pyramid of Maslow hierarchy of needs is the self-actualizations. Ito naman yung realizing one's potential natin, kung may nabago ba, or kung ano yung personal fulfillment natin sa ating sarili. Ganyan.
Classification of travelers based on personality. Number one, we have here the psychocentrics. People-centered on self are inhibited and adventurous. When traveling, they prefer to visit safe destinations. So sa psychocentrics, they travel for psychological reasons. They are the people who want to travel around their comfort zone. Kumbaga, nagta-travel sila sa mga lugar na alam nila at tingin nila safe para sa kanila. The next one is the allocentrics. Allocentrics, people having interest on other person, are highly curious and thrive on stimulation and change. Typo. Correction lang, allocentrics po yun. Nagka-typo lang po sa PowerPoint. So, ayun. Allocentrics, people having interest on other person, are highly curious and thrive on stimulation and change. Allocentrics also called the wanderers. Kung yung psychocentrics are people who prefer to visit safe place, the allocentrics are people who are adventurous. They love to try new places, foods, and other activities. They want to gain new experience. Lastly, the mid-centrics. People who resides in the middle. They prefer going to a safe place but still won't hesitate to experience new things. It is the mix of the first two classification, which is psychocentrics and allocentrics, wherein they prefer going to a safe place, but if there's a chance, they will try to travel in other places. And that's the sum of our report. Thank you for listening.